Hello, hi everybody. Welcome. If we haven't met before, my name is Ashley South. I've been with Lab now for about a year. I've been in the MLM industry for about 3 years. So welcome everyone. We tonight are going to chat a little bit about a very commonly asked question that I get in the MLM industry from all different people, from all different companies. As a top enroller and a top leader builder, finding teammates, finding motivated people is a skill set that I have developed over time. In the last year alone, I have enrolled about 250 people, and I do have some really great workers. I do have some people that don't work the business at all, but tonight we're going to talk about how to find qualified business builders, how to find those people and attract those people that want to work the business with you. Okay, people that want to be working, people you don't have to drag along and force and coerce and bribe to work the business. No one wants that. So I oftentimes get asked a lot of questions like, or people will make comments like, no one wants to work anymore. I'm doing all the things, but nothing's working. If you've ever felt that way or felt like you've enrolled people and you're doing something wrong, drop a 1 in the comments. I want to know if you've ever felt like maybe you're doing something wrong with enrolling. Maybe you feel like enrolling just isn't your gift. Maybe you feel like somebody doesn't want to work with you. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever felt any of those kind of like self-limiting beliefs, okay? I have been there too. I have felt that and wondered and had to pivot and adjust. So if you also have questions throughout this training, just drop it in the comments. I will try to go back at the very end and answer some of them if I don't answer them in the training tonight. So I'm going to cover 11 things that you can be doing to find actual business builders, okay? And some of like the faux pas and mistakes I see being made along the way. So number 1 way to find qualified business builders in your business is show yourself working, okay? This is something that I had to learn. I was really bad at this and I made this mistake in like the first year and a half of my business. I was showing all the great trips I was winning. I was showing the fancy purses I was buying with the stuff I was with, but I wasn't actually physically showing the work. If you're wondering why you can't enroll business builders, are you showing that it's work? Do you talk about that it's hard work? Do you talk about that it takes consistency? Do you show how you are in the gym, messaging someone? Do you show your work desk? Or do you show how, sure, we have freedom and flexibility. I show that I can do this from a soccer game, or I oftentimes really show in my stories, like just enrolled someone while I was in the sauna today. Almost a day does not go by where I don't show myself working because I want to speak to the workers, okay? If you're enrolling people and they're like, oh, wait, this is work? Oh, I didn't want to sign up for that. Is it really their fault if they've been watching you and you just show like the highlight reels and you're not showing that it's working? So 1, you got to show yourself working, okay? First tip. Sorry, I have kind of a scratchy throat. Tip number 2, something you might be doing wrong is that you're no longer passionate. You have got to be crazy, stupid, passionate. That is what attracts people. A lot of times people come to me and they're like, Ashley, how come I can't enroll anymore? My first month, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know the comp plan or how the business model worked. I was an enrolling powerhouse and now I can't get a single person to enroll. And when I go back and look at their posts, from a year ago and their posts now, they're not passionate anymore. Remember when you first start something and you have no idea what you're doing? Do you remember that when you first started here? You had no idea what you were doing, but you were freaking excited. You were on fire. You saw the comp plan. You saw the products. You love them. It was brand new. It was bright and shiny. You need to get that bright and shiny vibe back because that is what attracts people, okay? When you're like, yeah, join my business. Yeah, you should probably enroll. That is not convincing anyone. No one wants to jump in with someone that's lukewarm about their offer, okay? You've lost your passion. You need to be stupid, crazy, passionate, and excited, just like the first day that you enrolled, all the time, okay? So that's number 2. You need to be passionate again. Number 3, you're not asking. I get this a lot in coaching, you guys. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't enroll anyone. I'm like, and I'll just straight up ask them and be like, cool, well, send me your reach outs. How many people have you asked today to enroll with you? And they're like, oh, well, no, but I've been talking and I made a post. So posting and praying doesn't work. Yes, it can get people exposed to your offer, but you have got to actually physically ask if someone will take a look at your business, if somebody is interested in multiple streams of income, X, Y, and Z. If you aren't asking, you're not going to enroll. And this is a big one, you guys. People think that like you're just going to make a post and poof, people just come with you. You have got to ask people, okay? People need to be asked if they're willing to look at it, if you like their opinion. Most of the time I see people just simply they're not making offers. You've got to make an offer to someone if you want to enroll, okay? So that's number 3. You simply got to ask. You have to get in Messenger. You have to have conversations with people. You have got to talk to people, okay? Number 4, you are not appealing to the workers. So I covered the fact that you need to show yourself working, and you need to show that this business model requires work and consistency, like any job, right? Okay, it's not like a get rich fast scheme. Okay, this takes work. But you need to make sure that you're appealing to the workers, okay? So when you fill out your avatar form and when you're trying to speak to your ideal person, who is that person? Is that a person that pushes past failure? They never give up. They're willing to try new things. They're willing to look stupid. They're not afraid of going live. They are willing to follow steps. They're going to log in and do their daily workflow every day. Or is it the type of person that complains about being broke? She doesn't know if she can do this because she's on disability and she doesn't want to make any money because then she'll lose her stuff, and she's kind of wishy-washy, or maybe she's tried a bunch of things and can't hold down a job. I'm not saying that those people won't come in and work. I'm saying that I have a very specific type of person that I know I want to appeal to, and it's a mindset that I'm looking for. So who are you speaking to? Are all your posts about helping, the down and under broke mom? Or are you appealing to the lifetime career woman who juggles all the things and doesn't like to use the excuse of, I don't have a lot of time? Okay, so it's really the mom and the businesswoman, they both don't have a lot of time, but there's a mindset difference sometimes for me. Now, I do have a lot of moms on my team that are amazing workers, but I'm looking for a specific mindset. Okay, so how are you talking to these people? And are you watering yourself down? If you're not talking to anybody at all, you are going to appeal to no one. If you just make posts like, yeah, lab is so great, the comp plan's great, you should enroll, get on my list. Everybody's scrolling by that. No one feels like you are speaking directly to their heart. You need to think of the person, you need to fill out those avatar forms and get crystal clear on who that person is that you want to enroll. And your posts, your content, your call to actions should feel to them as if you're speaking exactly to them. You guys, I want you to flip this. We've all been on social media and read a post and been like, oh my God, holy shit, that's me. You're talking to me. I feel you, girl. That's how your post should feel to the right person that you want on your team, which is a worker, right? Someone that's going to come in and try and use our systems and, love the products and have consistency over time. So that's my next point. That was number 4. You're not appealing to the correct people. Okay. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome to those of you that are jumping on late. Number 5. This is a big one. You're leading with the products. Now look, I'm a product girl. I'm a product person, okay? I love our products. There's not a day that I don't talk about products in my stories. Almost always I'm posting about them. I use all of our products. I'm obsessed with them. But here's the thing. You are screwing yourself if you lead with products. Our best product that we sell, the best offer I have is the ability for someone to come in with very little investment, no risk, no legal risk, no liability, to come in and make income and get healthy. I mean, our products are fire, okay? They change lives, but nothing can change lives like this business model can. It is the best offer I have. So here's how I compare it to. It is so much easier to roll a boulder downhill than it is to try to push a big giant ass boulder uphill. And when you are leading with the products, that's what you do, okay? You make it almost impossible to enroll someone if you reach out and lead with the products first. Now, I'm not saying if they're engaging on your CBD post, that's fine. Reach out to them about CBD. But when you're actively reaching out to people that you would like on your team or that you would like to take a look at the business, start with the business and start with your best offer. I reach out to them and I tell them, be like, hey, all my business builders start with a pro kit. If I were you, that's what I would start in. That's what I personally got. It's what all my builders use. Because you know what? It is so much easier to knock down to the enhanced kit or the starter kit and enroll them. Or what if they're like, yeah, you know what, I'm not really looking to invest in a business or start a business. I can then roll to products very, very easily. I can ask, hey, well, do you use CBD? Are you interested in just products? Are you health-minded? How's your digestion? It is so easy to go from the offer of the business to products, it's almost impossible. If you reach out to someone, you're like, hey, do you like CBD products? And they're like, no, F you, I'm not interested. You're not going to enroll them. They're not going to be open to the business model. So roll that boulder downhill. It's going to be a lot smoother than trying to push the boulder uphill and starting with the products, okay? So that is number 5, you're leading with the products. And I'm not saying that our products aren't great. I'm just saying that when I'm having that conversation with people, I always want to start with my best offer, and then I can kick it down, okay? Number 6 problem that I see, you're just not consistent enough. You just simply either haven't been doing it long enough, okay? Or you're not consistent, all right? So I have a lot of people that come to me for coaching. They're like, Ashley, I can't enroll. And first, like Melissa and I have access, Brandon, we have access to the app. We can see when you go in and do your daily workflow. I can see if you've shared things into groups on your page. I can see if you've made your 5 posts a day. And then I very easily would be like, okay, well, send me your follow-ups. Send me your 5 follow-ups. And you're like, oh, well, I haven't done those. You've got to be consistent. You cannot build trust with your audience if you aren't consistent. And so oftentimes I'll just go and look and I'll be like, okay, you can enroll. I'll look in the app, not consistent with your daily workflow, not doing the things that you know will actually build a business. Maybe you'll do it a couple times a week and then you skip a week and then you're teaching people not to trust you. If you're not showing up consistently, why would someone want to enroll with you? You don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be a top income earner. You do need to be consistent, okay? Or I go and look and you're not talking about the business at all on your profile. People don't know what you do. You don't talk about it. The last time you posted a call to action about joining your business was like 3 weeks ago, and you were super weird about it and like didn't put the name of the company and you said maybe if you kind of want to. You're super passive about it. No. If you go look at Melissa's or mine or anybody else's, we are talking about the business all the time. And stop with this, oh my God, I don't want to bug people. People aren't looking at you. People forget about you in 5 minutes. People are not obsessively checking your Facebook page to see when the last time you talked about the businesses. People miss all of your posts. That you have got to be like a broken record in a different way each time with deep, deep passion and conviction if you want people to start looking at your business and taking it seriously. You gotta be consistent. I'm sorry. Like, none of these other things are gonna work if you're not doing the things that you know each day are going to grow a business. So follow up, okay? Follow up. Are you making offers? All right. Are you talking to people? Are you building relationships? Are you having relational transactions with people? Okay. Or are you just being weird and like liking their posts? You know the things that you need to do to build in this business. Are you being consistent with them? So that is point number 6. You're just not being consistent, or you haven't been consistent long enough. If you've been doing the daily workflow for 2 weeks, that's probably not long enough to build the like, no trust factor, to build social equity with people. You're going to have to get in and do it for a minute, okay? You have to keep doing it over time. Number 7, stop stopping, okay? You have got to stop quitting on yourself. I will say this and say this over and over again. Most enrollments I get are people that I have followed up with over and over and over. Or they're people that I had absolutely no idea. They weren't on my radar at all, but I was really gosh darn consistent with talking about the business, and they end up reaching out to me, and they almost always tell me, I've been watching you for 9 months. I've been watching you for the last year. I've been watching. People want to do this. They're nervous. They're scared. They have limiting beliefs. You've got to stop stopping. You've got to stop quitting on people. Sometimes if someone says no to you right now, it doesn't mean it's a no forever, okay? Keep following up with them. It doesn't even have to be like, hey, are you ready to join me now? Are you ready to join me now? Check in and see how their kids are. See, things change. They could say no to you now and they could lose their job in a month or 2. You wouldn't know that if you're not staying connected with them, okay? I would say a large majority of my enrollments are people that I have been working long term, and often, almost always, I get a no or a not right now or a no thank you, or I don't think it's right for me. They need to see my consistency, my passion, my drive. They need to believe that they can do this. So stop quitting. Stop giving up on people. If I get a hard no, if I get a like, F you, Ashley, you're stupid, of course I'll stop. But if not, I just keep going, okay? I just do it in a normal way, all right? Like, just be a normal person. So stop stopping, and remember that a lot of times enrollments are a long game. The enrollments I'm making now are from the work that I was doing 6 to 9 months ago, 3 to 6 months ago, okay? Very rarely do I reach out to a random person. They're like, yes, I'll do it right now. I keep following up. They keep going on my list, and That's just what works for me. Sometimes I do get the right no's, but it's way more common to get the yeses from follow-ups. And I'm talking consistent follow-ups over time. Number 8, I want you guys to realize this, that I think it's likely that your biggest enrollment, the person that's going to come in and blow up your business, is likely not even going to be someone that you enroll. Okay? I know this isn't like a tip, but get out there and enroll a bunch of people. Who cares if some of them aren't workers? You can enroll one person that just orders one bag of Morvita every month, never works the business, and she could have a cousin that is your next Ashley South, that is your next Melissa Collins, that is your next Brandon Hayes, okay? Your biggest worker on your team likely will not even come from you. It's your job to get out there, and anyone that's interested, get them in, even if they come in and suck. Who cares? You don't have to pressure them. They could know someone that knows someone that knows someone. So to put it in perspective, this month, Lab just released the top 5 of sales for people. 3 of those 5 people on that list are in my downline, okay? I enrolled 0 of them. They're not E1s, they're E2s of mine. So I'm still getting paid on them. And here at Lab, we're a binary comp plan. So my best, hardest working person could blow up my volume that I get paid on and be 87 people down. I don't even have to know who they are, okay? That's the beauty of a binary comp plan, by the way. I know not every company has that, but we do. So stop being focused on the 2 people that aren't working, okay? Keep going, all right? Because you never know when someone's going to decide to pick up this business either. Someone could come in and not work it. They could have a life situation. They could be going through a tough time and then choose to work their business later. And I've had that a lot, okay? So don't write anybody off. That was number 8. Don't write anybody off, and your biggest enrollment likely won't even come from you, okay? Number 9, you're not going for volume. There's a lot of you here that have enrolled like 1 or 2 people and you just quit. Like you just stop, okay? And you're like, I enrolled 2 people and nobody's working. Go enroll 15, you'll find a worker. Go enroll 10 people, you'll get 1 worker. And that's typically, it's realistic for this industry, okay? This isn't like going to Google. Like if you wanted to get a job at Google, you would have to be like graduate MIT, be top of your class, have like a resume and a letter of recommendation from Abraham Lincoln, okay? To get in the door, you would have to be so freaking committed. It's freaking committed. They need the blood of like your firstborn child. Indirect sales, anybody can be like, no biggie. Oh, well, I guess I won't do it. At least I got the products at a discount. You're going to get a different qualification of people. You're going to get a lot of people that come in and don't feel the urgency to work. That's okay. That's expected. Plan for that, okay? If you want to get a worker a month, you know you need to enroll 10 people because 1 in 10 are going to come in and probably really blow it out of the water. You may get 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 that come in and order their stuff, maybe have a couple customers. But if you've enrolled 2 people, sister, you haven't enrolled enough. You have to go for volume on top of quality. Yes, I want you to seek out the workers. I want you to be speaking to the workers and the motivated people in your posts. But also don't discredit anyone that wants to come in. Know that it truly is a numbers game. And if you can get enough people to see your content, to participate in your call to actions, if you can have enough conversations with people, if you ask enough people, eventually you will get a worker. So this is a very simple fix here. Just go enroll more people. Stop focusing on your 2 people that aren't working. Who cares? Stop. That's weird for them. Don't pressure them. Stop asking them. Go find more people, okay? So that's number 9. You're just not going for volume. Oh, that's kind of repetitive. Okay, I guess I only have 10 points because number 10 was you're focused on the same 2 people, which I see all the time. I had a few people that were really close last month to hitting a new goal, and it was like the end of the month, and I was like, oh my God, you realize like you just need an affiliate, and they're like, yeah, I've been working with this person, and they go enroll. You should have been enrolling. You should have. If you had enrolled 5 people, you wouldn't even have this issue at the end of the month, okay? Stop waiting for one person to come in and work and really put your focus and your energy and your passion on bringing in a lot of people. And some of those people will surprise you. Okay, my last point for tonight, I'm not counting that last one as number 10 because 10 and 9 are kind of the same. So this is going to be number 10. You're not using your resources. You're not using your personal development. You're not using the app. You're expecting everyone to tell you what to do. But you guys, we have the internet, okay? Like, I hear all the time, like, I don't know how to talk to people. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm bugging them. What should I say? You guys, we have an app. We have we have Magic Sales Words training. We have the EU Reach Out Method training. That's just an our company app. But you know what I used before I came here? The internet. The freaking internet. I used YouTube. I read books, personal development. I read about the guy from Wolf of Wall Street. I watched Eric Worre YouTube videos. If you don't feel like you're good at something and you don't put in the time and effort to get good at it, that's on you. Stop expecting someone else to hand you every single thing and put in the work. This is a learnable skill. Enrolling and finding builders and leadership and attraction marketing is a learned skill. No one learns to walk and runs a marathon in their same day. If you want to get good at something, you're going to have to put in the elbow grease to get good at it. And yes, we have a ton, we have literally so many resources here that you could go through. You wouldn't be able to go through all of them. But a lot of times I hear and people are like, oh, I just can't do it. I'm like, well, did you see this training? Well, no. Well, did you keyword search this in the app? Well, no. I'm like, well, did you Google it? Well, no. So remember that you and only you are in charge of your own success. So if you feel like you're weak in an area, maybe it's small talk, maybe it's conversation, maybe it's confidence, whatever. There's literally a book out there that can help you. There literally is a bazillion resources free at your fingertips that people did not have 30 years ago. It is the age of technology, and there is no limit to the amount of things you can put in your brain and the amount of betterment you can provide to yourself. So yes, I hear people all the time like, oh, I don't know about this. I'm like, it's in your app. It's in your app. Go look. Explore around, guys. Explore around. When you have spare time, instead of thinking you can't do something, go train your brain. Go learn something, okay? I read probably 2 books a week. And if you were to look at the most successful people in the world, I'm not saying I'm one of them. It's my goal to be reading or listening to audiobooks or putting knowledge into their head is always something that you see people doing. Instead of sitting and watching Netflix, I'm going to consume things that are going to make me better at my job, okay? Because it gives me freedom and flexibility. So that's my last one. You're not using your resources and you're not investing in personal development. Those are going to be huge for your mindset, okay? Mindset is it's going to carry you through this whole business. It's going to be what attracts people. It's going to be what gives you confidence to do this. It's going to be what carries you through the slumps, because guess what, you guys? Nothing in this business is a straight up line. You're not going to, it's going to be, you're going to have slow months and high months, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I totally suck at this. And you're going to be like, I'm on top of the world, I'm the best there is. And then it's going to be like this, but it will be, if you keep working on yourself, the curve is going to look like this, okay? It's going to look like this. And so really, those are my 11 tips on how I have not only enrolled so many people, but really brought in some quality people. And I also have a lot of people on my team that don't feel pressured. They come in and they buy what they want. They're not forced to do anything. Sometimes those people do come around too and they decide to pick up the business. So don't make anybody feel guilty. Don't make anybody feel pressured. Everyone can work this at their own level. Go out and find more, okay? I think that enrolling and bringing people into this business, to me, if you're here to change lives, there's nothing more life-changing than watching someone struggle or not be able to pay their car payment, or to me, there's no better feeling. There's no better way to change someone's life than enrolling. Our products are great. I've seen people, I could tell you stories all day. Nothing makes me feel better than seeing someone find financial freedom or time freedom, or heck, even being able to afford groceries. Those stories to me are the most heartwarming. And if you want to change lives, start focusing on enrolling. So thanks, you guys. I'm going to go through and see if there's any questions before I jump off. A lot of you guys are asking, where do you find this? Go look in the app, guys. There's lots of trainings in the app. You can keyword search. I hope you guys all know how to keyword search. You're in a group right now, literally just keyword search in this group. You can find just keyword search phrases. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm seeing lots of hellos. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to jump off if there's no questions. But thanks for jumping on with me tonight. I hope that this has helped you to realize some areas that we can all strengthen in our enrolling, and go out and find some builders. There are plenty of people out there. There's billions of people on the planet, and multi-level marketing is growing. Affiliate marketing is growing. This is the way, you guys. There are people out there actively looking for additional income streams. So go out there and find them, speak to them, bring them in, and love on them. All right, you guys, have a good night.